Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, March 4th, and I am on the way to work. I'm going to stop at this local bakery and get a matcha latte. So good. That's been my thing of choice lately. I haven't been drinking coffee as much. So I've been having a matcha, and honestly, I think it has helped so much with cutting back on the amount of caffeine, because I would usually get a latte or I'd get a shaken espresso, but it has so much caffeine in it, and when I wouldn't have them, I would have headaches, caffeine withdrawal headaches. So I think matcha has been nice because it doesn't have as much caffeine in it, and it doesn't have as many sugars and syrups and all that good stuff. So anyway, but on today's agenda for work, I have a full bleach out. This client was referred to me by another hairstylist in my area, and she's basically wanting me to bleach her hair out so that she can do pink on her hair at home. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it goes well. I've never had this client before. I think it should be fine, but you just never know when you have new clients, what their hair is actually going to look like once you get in there. So fingers crossed. It's nothing crazy, but yeah, so I don't know. Anywho, that's the agenda for the day. I don't really have much else to do per se, so I don't know. I might try to catch a movie or something. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow, do I have a client tomorrow morning? I'm trying to see, do I have a client tomorrow morning? Tomorrow Wednesday? Tomorrow is Wednesday. I think, is today Tuesday? No, today is Wednesday. My bad, you guys. Today is definitely Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, right? Yeah, I'm so confused, you guys. My week has been a little thrown off already, because I had a client that had to reschedule yesterday to next Tuesday because she's out of town, and she's a loyal client, so no issues there. So it definitely has thrown my days off. So tomorrow is Thursday. I do have a client on Thursday. Okay. And then I have one on Friday too. Okay, cool. So I do have a busy rest of the week. I'm not booked solid, but I have at least one color per day, which I'm thankful for. I realized I was looking back at my messages the other day, and I was like, when did I tell my landlord that I wanted to go ahead and put a deposit down on my suite? I did that February 26th of 2025, which is crazy that it's already been a year since I did that. At the end of March 27th, it was my official move-in date. I remember dropping off the rest of my deposit, signing my lease and everything, and then I packed up my entire car after work one day, and I moved into my suite. I put everything together. It was amazing. I think it was on a Friday. Because I remember working at the rink that day, I want to say, and I got off at 3, and then I remember coming home and just cramming my car full of my stuff. It was just such a surreal experience, and I don't know if this is gonna make me emotional, but it's such a surreal experience, because it's man, one, time really does fly, but just at that point that I was at this time last year, your girl was not only going through it, but there's just so much unknown. There's so many new changes in my life, and while it was exciting, it was also really scary. And it's just just to have made it a year, I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm very thankful, and I couldn't be happier. So I'm so thankful, and I'm so grateful. I think next month I'm gonna do some little flowers, because at this time last year I I gave flowers to all of my clients, like their first time that they had been in my suite, their first appointment, I gave them flowers. So I think I'm gonna do that again. I think I'm gonna write them a little thank you note, just saying how much like I appreciate them and all of that stuff, because it really does mean a lot to me. And if you own a small business, then you know how important it is to just have like people's continued support, and it just means a lot. So I'm very thankful for that, and little whatever you call it over, because I don't need to boohoo my eyes out. I want to get a cake. I want to get a cake, like a 1-year cake, because this is the first year of me having a business, and I just think that, like, I don't know, I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for it. I mean, obviously there's ups and downs and challenges, and then there's days where I'm like, I need money, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, you got this, you can figure it out, like everything is figure outable. And I don't know, I just yeah, I'm just really thankful. That's all I gotta say. But this past weekend I went to Art in Bloom, which was like it was at the art museum. And sorry, I was reading a message. I sent my client my location in maps, so they knew how to get there. But anywho, I went to Art in Bloom. It was this festival, kind of, where basically these florists, they came and they recreated pieces that were inspired by a piece of art that was already in the art museum. So that was really cool. I went there. It was so crowded, but it was so pretty. I love flowers. So for me, I'm like, I don't know much about all the different kinds of flowers, but I just like them. I think they're beautiful. I don't know. Who doesn't like to receive flowers, you know? So anyway. But yeah, so that's what I did this past weekend, and then the rest of the weekend was pretty chill, actually. I didn't do a ton. I think Sunday I didn't really do anything, but yeah, Saturday I did that, and then Sunday I went to church and volunteered in the children's ministry, which that's always so fun. There were so many kids though. They're really fun. It's just craziness. Like, we have a good amount of volunteers and leaders and teachers, but almost 70 kids versus like 8 adults, that's still like a lot of kids, you know? But it was fun. The kids had fun. There was a few of them that were a little off the chain, but other than that, it was all good. It wasn't anything crazy. I'm really hoping that they're open today. Okay, good, because I did not check that to see if they were open. Yeah, I think they're open, because this is only my second time coming here. I went here yesterday, and my sister's been here, but I got a matcha latte, and so good. So we're going to go in, grab a matcha, and then it feels so good outside. It's a little gloomy and overcast, but it just feels good. So we are already on our adventure. I went to this one local cafe that's close to my house, and they're actually closed on Mondays. I didn't realize that, because I've always gone on different days of the week or the weekends or something like that, but they're closed on Mondays. So we're going to go elsewhere. We're gonna go to a different like little cafe shop place. So yeah, I was really surprised about that. I really should have looked it up, because I think like a lot of small cafe places At least here they are closed on at least Monday and Tuesday, and they usually open on Wednesday. But yeah, so now I'm gonna look up this next one and hopefully they're open. So I'm gonna do that right now while I'm at this stoplight. Okay, you guys, we're trying a new matcha. This is the Earl Grey matcha. I'm gonna give it a good stir and try. Honestly, not bad. It just tastes more, I don't know how to describe it. I won't say lavender because I don't know if it's lavender. Like, I don't really drink Earl Grey tea, so I don't know what like the correct, you know what I'm saying, flavor profile you would say would be, but it's good though. I don't dislike it, and I'm usually quite particular about stuff like that, so yeah, I don't know, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. So yeah. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. So it is only March 9th, so not everything is bloomed, so it's pretty unbloomed looking, if that makes sense, but we'll come back later in the summertime. And also the weather here has been very unstable, so yeah.